As I stepped into my 20s last year, I realized adulthood wasn't just about growing older. It was about becoming the woman God has called me to be. Learning to make wise decisions, carrying dreams that feel bigger than myself, and holding a desire to make a difference, especially here in Nigeria. There are days when all of that feels exciting, and there are days when it feels like a lot of pressure. So on this day, I decided to take myself out for lunch. Nothing fancy, just a simple solo date away from the comfort and familiarity of home. I wanted a different view, a different atmosphere, and a little space to think, to sit with my thoughts, reflect on where I am, where I'm going, and embrace the season of becoming. Sometimes growth looks like big milestones. Other times it looks like a quiet table for one, good food, and the courage to just enjoy your own company. But this vlog isn't about having everything figured out. It's not about luxury or pretending life is perfect. It's about choosing to live one day at a time. It's about finding little moments of joy in the middle of uncertainty. Today is Students' Day. Today is Wednesday, right? Today is Wednesday, May 27, and I've just been feeling that when I woke up today, I cried. I was thinking about the children that were kidnapped. What is happening in Nigeria recently is just really heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking. Like, children are at home. Today is public holiday for children. No school today. I'm sure you can hear some voices of some children screaming and playing, but I wanted to go out to cinema to watch a movie, but I just didn't have the mood to bring it up again. I didn't have the feeling to. I didn't see any reason why I should just go and do what I want. Especially just to honor today as being Children's Day to those children that are not with their mother at this point. They are probably in the farm or whatever. And I just urge everyone to pray for those children. Pray that everything gets better in Nigeria. Pray. There's a lot going on in this country, but we need as much help as possible. We need as many people as possible to pray, intercede. Even if you're not in Nigeria, just really pray. I wanted this to be a really good weekly vlog, which it might be later on, but as to this point in time, I just don't feel too good. I might just watch a movie or something. I wanted to watch Call of My Life. They're showing in cinemas currently, but that can wait. I'll watch something else and probably do my nails later, just to do something and get my mind off for a bit from the happenings in this country. Honestly, it's draining. I'm just coming back from a new store that was open, not really far from my house, and I took my younger brother there. Seeing some children made me feel better because at least these ones are in good hands, they are protected. But what about those that are not? Anyway, I took my brother out. I'm sure he enjoyed himself. Today is their day where we appreciate the impact of children, the purpose of birthing a child, the process of training a child, the person that they begin to the person that they become or they are becoming. Just to celebrate the gift of God, because children, including myself, we are gifts from God to this world. And just think I should just be praying and be mourning for those children from ages 2 to 16. Teachers abducted, killed. Please keep praying for this country. Do not give up. Do not allow people to say that prayer will not do anything, because prayer will. And for voters that are saying, people that are eligible to vote that don't think that there's a need to vote, there is always a need to vote. Your vote counts. It counts. It's better than just sitting at home and allowing the wrong person to become the president. It's wrong. Don't sit at home and do nothing. If you are eligible to vote, please try and vote. We need this vote. Every single vote counts. Do not allow them to put fear or discouragement in you. Yes, it has reached the height. It has reached the height of not wanting to vote. It has, because of the corruption. But please do not be so discouraged that you are now uninterested. You are now in political apathy, where you don't care anymore, where your plan is to run away, which is Jackpot, properly in Nigeria. Try and be a change, even around you. Sometimes I just realized that Nigerians are the problems of Nigeria, not just the people in the political seat or presidential seat. You can be a change from where you are, people around you. You can be a voice. You can be better. You can start from yourself. Try and make the country better. You can give to people, donate, sponsor, provide. Anything you can do. Lend your voice, lend your hand, be of good help. If everybody decides to be uninterested, then what is going to be done to this country? I'm trying to use my voice now with this channel that I have to voice out, because I can't keep talking about things and ignoring what's happening in this country. It is disheartening. It is disheartening. Nothing is safe. But it's just the grace of God that's keeping us safe. And I just really pray that Nigeria is a better place, honestly, because later on I might just go and do my nails, honestly. I'm not in the mood to rant any longer. I'm just... Actually, the light isn't so bright, so I couldn't do my nails yesterday. I just spent time praying. I joined an online prayer and held by Dulcin Oyekan, featured lost as the background musicians. I think the grief is still there. It's just that I'm really trusting God to intervene, especially with the upcoming elections, presidential elections. I really urge us to get our voters card so we can vote, because voting counts. They want us to be so discouraged that we don't want to vote. So I urge us to please and please get our voters card. I was reading my Bible, I think yesterday or the day before. There was a particular thing I saw in Matthew. We've read the book of Matthew, but there's always mystery from the Bible. Everything is always new. I remember no one knows, or the knowledge can never come to an end. We are always going to learn things from the Bible. So I think in chapter 2, from verse 2, no, sorry, I think chapter 3, when God was saying, "Blessed are those that are persecuted for my sake and sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." And I'm sure we've all read that part of the scripture before, but it really stuck with me because I began to see it differently. Actually, what is happening in the country. I realized that
people that are being killed and persecuted just because they are Christians or they attend church or they choose to follow Christ. They are being killed. Theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And we all know that heaven is better than the life here. We all know that heaven is better than the life here. So theirs is the kingdom of heaven. That is why they are blessed. For us, we might think that, oh, we might think that they are missing out on something here. But I tell you, that place is better than the life here on earth. And it just made me realize that the people that are on earth here and lose their loved ones are the ones that would suffer pain, suffer grief, and it's just hurtful because most of these people might be so angry with God for not coming through for them. They really wanted him to come and they might tend to leave the faith or not want to follow Christ or just hold grudge with God. And that's the hurtful part because they need to keep following in this faith. They need to be strong so that their end too would be heaven. The painful part is those that die because of for Christ's sake. They are blessed because they died for Christ's sake. They died choosing their faith, staying strong in the faith, but they die. However, those loved ones who are still here on earth would grieve and they would be sorrowful for the death of their loved ones who died because of the faith. And those ones might choose to leave the faith. That is the hurtful part. Will their end thereof be heaven? That is why we need to intercede for them when they advise us to pray. It's not that, oh, something miraculous might happen, which can happen, but we're also praying in the sense that those that are losing their loved ones are comforted, that God grants them comfort to keep being steadfast in the faith and not go back, you know. And if you don't practice Christianity, if you don't follow Christ and you're watching this and you don't like what is being done to Christians and you're eager to know what it means to actually follow Christ, why you are being killed for following Christ, it's because of the name Jesus. The name Jesus is powerful and people tremble at that name. They are scared at that name. So I went out to the supermarket and I was so shy to do any video because people kept staring at me. I got cashew, Pringles, some cupcake, chocolate biscuit, another Pringles, more biscuit and cupcake, parfaits, and nachos. I don't know why I bought so much and I feel so bad for spending so much because I'm not so much of a spender. I don't like to spend. I like to save. So I feel so obsessed with myself. I'm glad. I mean, I couldn't do my video probably because they kept staring at me and I didn't like it. I'm not your confident in doing my video public. That's why I usually do it at home most times. So forgive me if I'm not doing enough content for you guys concerning this weekly vlog. I have just finished editing my video featuring the swing, and yeah, I'm looking forward to entering into that phase of collaboration. If you know any manager that I can work with that can bring brand deals for me to advertise here, I would really appreciate it. And let me just say, recently some banks have been failing in terms of transaction, but the bank that has been consistent is Money Point. I don't know. Money Point is just a lovely bank. Their transactions are so quick, so fast, reliable. This is not actually my usual bank, but I had even abandoned the card because when I nearly opened it, I was just using my usual bank. But sometimes when the weather is bad, you see that the bank fluctuates. It's not. You see this Money Point, both rain, both sun, any kind of weather. Sure, Money Point. Kudos to you guys. That's how I was able to buy all these things. Thank you, Chief. Thank God for Money Point, guys. There's also this book I've been reading by Francis Rivers, and I think I'll talk about it in my next video because it has to do with the church responsibility, taking care of the body, building the church to grow, both in God and in number. It's a good book. Francis Rivers is my favorite author. Also, she made me to really read books. That's why so now I can read books up to 800 pages within 1 week. Her books are usually more than 500, 400. So the more I read her books, the more I'm able to read like up to 800. Before I would find that very hard. But her books are so interesting. If you even check the first book that I did on storytelling was her book. If I remember, and if you watch that, I'm about to go and share all these things with my siblings because I don't know how to eat alone. My mom has raised us so well to always share. Even if it was just this I bought, I would share with my siblings. I would never eat alone. I would like to share with people, even if they are not my siblings. I just really, I just feel guilty. Not that they don't have something to eat or they don't have the money to buy, but it's something good, and I like to share it. I would like to share it with people. I'm such a giver. I think it's not even giving there's a word. I think I'm such a sharer. But mind you, I don't share any kind of thing. Like my personal is out of boundary. Oh well, I don't think I'll be able to do my nails again because I have to cook with my sister. When she comes back, I have to cook, and I'll be. We have to cook this pepper soup and all. So I know my hands will be will be so busy.
we should read the Bible together. And seeing the multitude, he went up into the mountain, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him. And he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the poor in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall rival you, and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so they the prophets which were before you. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost its savour, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and be trodden under the feet of men. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill that cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and is given light unto all that are in the house.